Good morning, team. Happy Tuesday to you. This is an interesting topic, privilege in America, how to get it and how to keep it. I think this thing is working. Hang on, let me give it a little time to catch up. Let me rephrase that. Privilege in America, how to give it or how to get it and how to keep it. And we'll talk about how to give it as well. But I know over the years people have said, Mike, you've got privilege, and I know many of you know my story of 14 jobs, getting out of the service, going through 14 jobs, trying to figure out this purpose thing. How do I live a life on purpose? And how do you find that purpose and then live with passion so that you can influence other people in other markets and make a difference in people's lives? Because that's really the goal, is to improve other people's lives. Privilege in America, how do you get it and how do you keep it? So I had this conversation with a friend of mine, which I'll keep him nameless for now. But we sat around and we were talking about privilege because that seems to be something that continues to surface. And we had this conversation around, is privilege only is it really centered around race? The color of people's skin, or what determines privilege? And he said, well, Mike, let me share with you four things historically that often help and aid and ensure that people have privilege. And I'm going to give you those four. And I think what I'll do over this week, if I can, is unpack each one of these four. So I'm going to keep this as a series this week and unpack each one of these. But I want to put it out there for now. And the four components of privilege is number one, lawful decisions. Somebody determining in their life that they're going to make lawful decisions. That, when you do that, opens up different avenues for privilege. Number two is family values. What are your family values? Do you stand solid on core family values? Number three is hard work. Do you work hard, or are you waiting for entitlements? Are you waiting for people to give you handouts? All for hand ups. Not a big fan of handouts. And number four is education. And what he was sharing, and education could be formal education, could be masterminds, could be getting mentorship. And he said when individuals and families really focus on these four components, that's how they gain privilege. Now, it could be that it takes a couple generations, maybe two generations, for a family to practice those four in order to start seeing true privilege. Now, the individual I was having this conversation with has tremendous privilege, tremendous privilege. And it's because they, as a family, have practiced these four things. So privilege in America can be done when you really focus on all four. Now, the challenge is people oftentimes separate these four. They might have solid education, but maybe they're not hardworking, or maybe they don't have strong family values, or maybe they don't make lawful decisions. Anytime any one of these four components is not part of the equation, it impacts your privilege. So I'm going to unpack these as I go through this week, but this is something to think about as you're living a life on purpose. When you begin to implement these four, you'll begin to see privilege open up. We'll see you guys probably tomorrow.